Andi Purewal for ID Boxing. We are here in London and I'm joined by Gareth A. Davies. Gareth, firstly, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you. Looking forward to Saturday night. It's my birthday. Yeah, it is my birthday, but looking forward to historic event at the O2 Arena. 10 women's fights on the card. 2 tremendous fights at the top. 3 great young prospects in Lauren Price, Artin Saul. Oh, there's loads of them on the card. Caroline Dubois. Yeah, it's fascinating. There's so many new things at the moment. We're out in Saudi doing stuff. We're with YouTubers doing celebrity boxing one week. And here we are with a really big event, groundbreaking moment for women's boxing, in my view.
Gareth, let's work through this card. Start off with the top, Claressa Shields, Savannah Marshall. Yeah. Great fight, one everybody's wanted for a long time. What are your thoughts as it draws ever nearer?
Well, look, I mean, it's a 10-year rivalry. It is fascinating. It's not often you see so much spite between women in every time they come head-to-head. They've been around each other several times. Claressa Shields beaten only once in her amateur and professional career by Savannah Marshall. So the narrative, the storylines there, naturally. Just really looking forward to it. I think it's a fascinating fight. I think even though Savannah Marshall is the knockout artist, probably the biggest puncher in women's boxing, you can make that argument. I don't think she'll have been hit as much as she'll get hit by Claressa Shields on Saturday night. She knows that. Peter Fury knows that. They need to be smart at distance and smart when they're in range. Shields is a tremendous fighter. They've made her the A side, haven't they, I think? Yeah, they have made her the A side. I was looking at the poster over there. It's a great fight. It's a great fight, and it's a great fight at the right time. Lionesses won in the summer. Taylor and Serrano was huge in New York. Were you there for that? It was huge, wasn't it? It was an amazing fight, great occasion, massive week, huge groundswell of support, and I think it's just growing now here. We're hearing the O2 is reportedly sold out. So, just really looking forward to it.
Who do you edge towards in that main event?
I'm edging towards Shields. Yeah, volume punch. She punches more. I think she'll hit. Excuse me. I think she'll hit. I think Marshall will get hit more than she's ever been hit. Because we haven't really seen her under pressure in fights. She's been too good for the opposition. I just think those 2-minute rounds go very quickly. And really quickly, don't they? I mean, it's amazing. It's suddenly in the 7th, 8th round. I think Marshall's got great power, but I just think Shields will get her way through it, and I think she's going to win on points.
Michaela May and Alicia Baumgardner, another great fight, unified title fight at super featherweight. Your thoughts on that one, Gareth?
Yeah, I mean, again, Baumgardner is the power, explosive athlete, but Michaela has distance, range, reach, all those things. I think she'll box a smart fight. I think they'll engage in the trenches from time to time. I just edge towards Mayer if she fights the right fight. If she doesn't, she gets caught in a dogfight in this one. Baumgardner has got power. You can see it in her physicality. But yeah, it's a great fight. I'm edging towards Mayer on points.
The likes of Lauren Price, Artin Saul and Caroline Dubois, the next generation of female fighters coming through over here. How big of an occasion is this for them, and how important will it be, not just for them to win, but they have to look good, they want to impress. These 15,000 tickets I was told earlier sold so far. So.
Yes, that's amazing, isn't it? I mean, yes, they do need to impress. I think they will impress. I think they're all high caliber fighters. Dubois and Price, particularly for me, are huge future stars of the sports. They've got the storylines again, the Dubois family, Lauren Price being brought up by her grandparents, the amazing Olympic story, we know it already. Yeah, I think they'll all look good on Saturday night. They'll rise to this occasion. They've been in big occasions already, so expecting victories, certainly for Dubois and Price. And I don't know much about Artin Saul's opponents. But yeah, they'll all be performing, and they will perform at their very best.
Moving away from this and on to one massive topic, Tyson Fury calling out Anthony Joshua, somebody who's got a personal relationship as good as you do with Tyson. Gareth, what were your thoughts on that? Do you expect to see Fury AJ take place before the year is out?
Yeah, he's really stolen the headlines this week, Tyson, hasn't he, with that call out on Monday. Instinctively, no, I don't think the fight will be signed. I believe that what will happen is it'll blow over in the next couple of weeks. They'll try and get around the table. Bob Arum, I've spoken to, is here as well. He's talking with George Warren, Frank Warren, and Eddie Hearn. He said that they're all trying to get this over the line, but they can't agree on this date. If Tyson Fury turns around now and says, "Yeah, I'll accept December the 17th in Cardiff," will Eddie Hearn and Anthony Joshua still accept it then? I'm not so sure. To all those that think they should take it now, it's an opportunity suddenly to be three-time world champion. He won't be frozen out for 16, 18 months, potentially, with two Usyk-Fury fights over undisputed crowns. It's not the right time. It's too big a gamble. It's too big a gamble to take this fight on 10, 12 weeks' notice. He needs to get himself back mentally, physically, all those things. I know it looks easy from the armchair to say, yeah, take the opportunity, take it. He's better off to rebuild. All boxing sages would tell you that. But we're in a different era. If he accepts it, I'm happy. I want to see the fight. We all do. But I don't think he will, and I don't think he'll get over the line. I think it's like 97% no, 3% yes, and it's that close. It's closer today than it was yesterday, because they've gone back and forth and they are talking, but it's too dangerous an endgame fight for Anthony Joshua right now, in my view.
It's an interesting point you make, because I've been asking people how would they advise Anthony about this offer. Would they say to him, take it, or would they say, well, I'm back of the Usyk fight, just take a little break? How would you actually go about saying to Anthony, like, just step back from it and rebuild?
Well, I'd say, look what Usyk's doing. He's actually got the belts and he's not fighting him in December, which they wanted to do. Yeah, December the 17th. They wanted a Usyk fight then. Usyk's ruled himself out till next year because he wants to get himself right again, get himself right physically, the biggest fight of his life, a fight that can make him one of the, in the argument about all-time greats, if he beat Tyson Fury. He wants that moment. He wants to take it properly. So I'd say that to Anthony Joshua. Look, he's not taking it. He hasn't taken it in December. He could have done a camp and gone into camp, had the fight in December. No, he's going to do it in February next year. That's what I'm hearing. And then maybe later on in the year, if it's a 2-fight deal. Bide your time. Build. You've got 6, 7 more fights in you. The Fury fight is always there for you. Go and have a couple of victories. Build your confidence again. Fight Dillian Whyte. Fight Deontay Wilder. He may not win against Deontay Wilder. I think it's a shootout of a fight. But rebuild, don't take the fight now. It's very tempting for him. His bravado, his machismo wants to take the fight. He's got an opportunity. Get back through the door. But Fury is probably a bigger enigma for him than Alexander Usyk. And Fury will hit him harder. And it's Fury's call out, not his. So I would say take your time, even though it seems to be a weird thing to say, because most people watching, most fans, you see it, you hear it out in the Twitter sphere, on the World Wide Web, that people are saying, no, take it, what are you talking about, not take it now, why wait, what if he gets beaten? The fight's always there. So I wouldn't take it. What do you think?
Nobody needs to listen to what I think, Gareth.
Would you take it, yes or no, if you were Joshua?
As a fan, I'd love to see it, but personally, I would probably say take a bit of a break on the back of what's been a grueling kind of period in his career.
I'm exactly the same. As a boxing fan, if they get it over the line, great. I cannot wait to see it. But if I was giving him advice, I'd say take your time, rebuild. He's a massive commodity in the boxing world still. He's just lost a narrow points decision, in my view, to Alexander Usyk. It was an improved performance, and rebuild, come back.
Final one, Gareth, just to wrap this up on, if it isn't AJ, we have done, but this is the last one, if it isn't AJ, who do you understand it might be as a potential opponent for Tyson?
Oh, Manuel Charr, Derek Chisora, The Mountain. Who cares? Maybe he won't even fight in December. Who else is there out that I've heard? No, I haven't heard another opponent apart from that. Tyson's put it all out there, isn't it? You never know. He might retire and come back, I think what he's done, he's looked at it and thought, no, I want a proper opponent. I don't want a treading water fight. And so he's suddenly thought, he's come up with this ingenious scheme. Joshua, he said he wanted to fight in November or December, but I don't know at the moment. I just spoke to Bob Arum and he was just mentioning Char. I don't think it'll be Chisora, but it could be Chisora or Char.
Perfect, Gareth, and we'll wrap up there now. Thank you for speaking to me in ID Boxing.
Pleasure.